Hi, I'm Naila. If you don't know me, I am a multi-style violinist specializing in acoustic, electric, and Baroque violin performances. I'm also a composer, arranger, and a novice mixing mastering person. Not even sure what the term for that is. If you need a violinist for your wedding or your event, I am available for booking throughout 2026 and 2027. Please click the link below or at the top here, whichever corner it is, to fill out my performance booking form, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I am currently working on making music and content creation a viable income stream for myself, and I'm documenting my entire process. I'm making monthly progress updates, so if you would like to keep following my journey, please subscribe to the channel and follow me on social media. So if you've seen my last two challenge videos, you know that was kind of more about trying to find a full-time job. Now, if you missed the July one, please go and watch it here before you watch this video, because you're gonna get some spoilers. But basically, I finally have a job now, and so this challenge, I will still keep doing these videos, but they're gonna look a little differently now. Now I'm just gonna be focusing on like, what am I doing to make music make money for me? So that'll go into detail about the things I'm doing on social media, how I'm posting, you know, what videos are doing well for me, things like that. So the first section is going to be everything I did this month to build my business. So before I start off, I just want to preface this by saying that I am basically learning by doing. I'm seeing what works for me without paying money for things, just because I don't really want to spend money to do this. As a music student and a musician, I've paid enough money to become the musician that I am, so I don't really want to spend, you know, money on like, oh, how to get like 1 million followers, this and that. Like, no, I just want to learn by doing. But if you are more experienced than me in this regard, in terms of making content creation and making money doing that, and if you want to help me out, please feel free to comment. I am very much open for suggestions. Okay, on with the video. So I'm currently using this social media scheduling website called Metricool, and unfortunately they have a limit for their free version on how many posts per month you can post. So it only lets me do 20 posts. So I'm only posting 4 times a week. I'm trying to post Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday. So I'm just gonna keep being consistent with that schedule, and I think that it's working so far. And so what I've done in the past month was I did make a trial reel, which is a feature on Instagram. I think is the only platform that actually has this, where you can make a video only show to non-followers. I did that with my Midnight Sun cover, and that got me, I think, maybe 3 followers. I think, I'm not exactly sure the number, I'll have to look at it, but I think that worked. So I'm not sure how I'm going to implement that, because like Metricool can actually post it like that, but I think that I don't want my regular posts to be trial reels, although maybe I'll experiment with posting my advertisement type of posts to non-followers, just to kind of gain more clientele. That might actually help with that. So I will think about that. I also posted a video to Instagram that had text, which I think also helped. Like, I don't know what the algorithm thinks about posts like that, but I do think that it definitely like pushed that out, because that was the first set of reels that got me over 1,000 views, which I have never gotten before. So if you haven't done that, try that. And that video too, I got a couple of comments from people who don't follow me, so I got a bit more engagement as well. So that might help you too. I had a short on YouTube get a lot of views recently, and it was a preview for one of my classical violin videos. So I'm not sure exactly why that one got a lot of views. I really don't know, because I'm not playing something that is very well known. It's actually never been recorded before. I guess people just maybe like slower movements of things, I'm not really sure. But I have noticed consistently on a lot of these platforms that my acoustic violin videos get more views than my electric violin videos. Sorry, buddy. I really don't know why. I feel like maybe the algorithm doesn't know how to categorize electric violin, because it's not regular violin. It's very different. So I'm not sure really what to do about that because I love electric violin. I'm gonna keep posting about electric violin stuff, but yeah, that's definitely something that I've noticed. But that reel got a lot of views, so that was good. And honestly, I have been kind of like searching for like free social media like resources in terms of like what types of posts you should make. And I do remember one definitely tried to push like carousel posts, which are I think only on Instagram, where you just kind of post like a bunch of like pictures basically. Those don't really get a lot of views, and I don't really think that it makes sense with the kind of content that I do because I'm a musician and videos just make a lot more sense. So I think I'm going to change my current carousels to video type of posts. That'll be like still, saying, hey, I'm available for performances. I'm also available for commissions and writing music for projects. So I think I'm going to try that this coming month and see how that works. Okay, so as I'm making this video, these numbers could be a little bit different, but they're pretty much around the right number. So on Facebook, I have 36 followers, and I know like their monetization process is a little different. I just need to apply to get monetized, and then, the meta gods will say yes or no. On Instagram, I have 331 followers actually now. My script is a little old. To get monetized on Instagram, I would need at least 10,000 followers. So, obviously that's going to take a while, but we are making progress. So that is fine. So on Threads, I have 789 followers. I'm not really going to be super caring much about Threads. It's just to get as much reach as I possibly can, because obviously, right, the thing about Threads does not pay people to post anymore. And so on YouTube, I have 17 subscribers. Woohoo! I'm almost to 20, which is great. And then I have 7.6 watch hours total. And so to be monetized on YouTube, I need 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours to apply for monetization, and then 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 watch hours to actually get monetized. So we're definitely making some progress there too, because I've only started posting more consistently in June. This month, I have not had a single performance or a commission request, which is also fine. I'm just getting started, so I'm not really super worried about that. Of course, again, I have a full-time job, so I will have regular money coming in. And I know because of me moving and stuff and like that whole process, like, of course, I haven't really been like reaching out to a lot of places for performance requests just yet. I'm definitely going to be doing more of that this coming month since I'm all kind of settled now. I'm actually working on 2 commissions for it. A friend. I don't know if they'll be paid necessarily. I mean, which is fine. Honestly, I at this point, I would just like more commission experiences, because I've only really done one so far. So I would kind of want to get a little bit more experience before I really kind of go headfirst into doing more of that stuff. So honestly, I have to say I love everything about content creation. I really do. And and I also really love the business side of music. Even the like little kind of like repetitive tasks where I'm like scheduling things, if I am like making like a to-do list for like a certain like recording date and just like writing that stuff down. I love that. So this is definitely something that I would like to keep doing, and there's really nothing that's preventing me from doing this stuff. If I could like do this full time, that's kind of the goal. And so like right now, I'm not particularly worried about getting clients, because honestly right now, and I'm still viewing me posting as just a portfolio where my only goal is to just post. And that has made everything so much like less stressful, because I'm not really worried about the numbers, even though the numbers are very important to become full time at some point. Like right now, I'm just having fun posting things and like learning new music and recording it. With every video that I make, I'm getting better and better and better. If you missed my last 2 challenge videos, which you can watch here in this playlist, how I started this was kind of through necessity. I moved to the Tri-Cities, Tennessee, the area this month, and it was actually terrifying seeing and experiencing how awful the job market was. I did not get a job until literally the last second. So I thought I was going to have to be doing music full time, even though it's not really making me money yet. It's definitely been nice to not have to be on such a time crunch in terms of like putting out content and trying to get a clientele. And that honestly benefits me because I can learn something very important which is how to balance a full-time job and music. When I was a master's student, I began taking on orchestra gigs, and I remember feeling very grateful because it felt like I was in the right place at the right time every time that I got a gig. I was in 3 orchestras, regional ones, which was great until I started working full-time. I kept playing in these ensembles while working full-time, and it was really hard. 8-hour days turned into 14-hour days. I couldn't eat dinner before some rehearsals, and my playing really suffered. I was playing so poorly in every single one of these concerts. And then on top of that, because I had to spend all of my practice time learning the music for these orchestra concerts, I didn't have time for my personal projects, which, if you don't know, I am not just a violinist, I also write music. I'm a composer, and I like to make content, so like I couldn't even do those things. So going forward, I'm asking myself these questions to make sure I'm not breaking my own boundaries here. So the first question is this music that I actually like? That's a huge one, because this might be controversial, but I am a classical violinist. I don't like symphonies. Symphonies are too long, they're too difficult, and honestly, I was hurting after every single concert after years of playing in orchestras. That's not a good prognosis. 2, which is another big one, do I like the people involved? This is also probably controversial, but I have never made a friend in any orchestra that I have been in at all, not even when I was a student. I made one friend when I was a student, but we actually bonded over non-music things, so that I don't think that really counts. And also, she was not in another music major. So in all of these orchestras, it's people I don't like to be around because I can't connect with them, because these are people who just do music and just do classical music, and it's like their whole life. And for me, it's not. You know, I do other things. I play literally this other lovely electric violin. Like, I do so many different things. I will say I am still playing with an orchestra as principal second violin, but it's with people that I like. These people are so nice and they're so great, and they're wonderful players, and yada yada yada. So 3 is, will I be comfortable performing? I had mentioned when I was talking about the first point that, like, I was always in pain after these concerts. Like, I'm not even kidding you. I'll never forget my experience playing Rachmaninoff's Second Symphony. And if you don't know, there are no rests, basically no rests in the violin parts. And that's a 60-minute piece. My violin was literally up on my shoulder for an entire hour. I don't know if our conductor was just playing the stuff at crazy tempos or something, but I thought my shoulder was broken after that concert, and I was like, something's gotta change. And then the 4th point, which is also very important to me, is the pay fair. Now, there are certain circumstances that I'm willing to play for free, or play for not very much pay, again, but it's gotta hit all those 3 points, right? And even then, I would still probably say no. But the pay has gotta be fair, because, again, if you don't know, regional orchestras do not pay well at all. It is a huge problem, and it honestly needs to be talked about a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie. For me right now, only one orchestra out of all of the ones that I could possibly play with right now is a resounding yes to all of these questions for me. I have largely I have abandoned the orchestra since I moved. And I'm honestly just gonna be focusing on composing music and performing for weddings and for corporate gigs. I am here to tell you that playing in orchestras, if you are a classically trained musician, whatever instrument you play, if you're classically trained, you do not only have to play in the orchestra. If you want to, that's great. If you want to teach, that's great. But you do not have to do that. There are other places that you can play and get paid much better and have a better work-life balance and all this stuff. Anything you want to do, you can do it. Like, we have so many opportunities right now, especially with the internet and social media. So don't get confused and twisted and think, oh, this is the only thing that I can do because I'm this. No, you can do what you want to do. I promise. All right, so thank you for watching the whole video. If you got here, thank you very much. If you like this content and if you want to see more of it, please consider subscribing to this channel or following me on my social medias. and I post weekly on Fridays. I sometimes also post on Wednesdays. So, ta ta for now.